Recording.
Hey guys, this is Houday7174. It's my first video. It's gonna be a deck profile of Chaos Stun. It's the first time I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! In about a year and a half. It was just recently when I borrowed all the cards from my brother to build some terrible macro deck, and then he gave me some of the cards in our little common collection that we used to have, and so I traded for basically all the cards in the deck. So this is what I came up with. These are the only cards that I have right now. First off, it's 3 Thunder King. Really just like kills the meta right now. Stops any searches. And really just stops Xyz. That's the main reason behind this card, is the Xyz stopping. One breaker, it was just kind of, I had 39 cards and I wanted to toss in another monster, so I put in breaker. His effect is pretty good, but usually they'll like bottomless or solemn warning him, so you can't get him off. But if they use solemn warning on him, that is, his mission is done. That was the only point in him being in there. Favorite card in the deck by far, 2 Kaiku. It's just so good. A lot of people play like cards like this, kills the water deck because they need to have certain monsters in their grave for the effects to go off, and or their effects activate in the grave, so if you remove all the stuff that they need, it's so good. 3 Reaper, because Dino Rabbit and stuff is really big, and it's really good if you can get his effect off to attack directly. 2 Cyber Dragon. It's a light beat stick, so it's really the only reason he's in there. And a special summon, so you can kind of get a bigger field presence. 1 Raikou. It's also like a breaker, just kind of like the breaker deal. I needed another monster to play, so I decided on Raikou. 2 Effect Veiler. Really just hurts Tour Guide, Monarchs, Rabbit, stuff like that. It's just really essential. Gores, self-explanatory. 2 Tragodia, extra protection. Sangan, he's a dark. He allows me to search. Reaper, Raikou, Veiler, stuff like that. Chaos Sorcerer. If I had a Blackluster Soldier, I would probably take out the Raikou for Blackluster Soldier and then play Chaos Sorcerer as well, but you can't do anything about the cards you don't have. So that's the monster lineup. Spells, 2 Pot of Duality, kind of needed for this deck. It's kind of slow unless you draw into that. 1 Book of Moon. If they, for some reason, Dark Hole. This happened when I was playing on Dueling Network. I play on Dueling Network a lot. If they say they have the guy that negates monster effects for Dino Rabbit, and he's got both his Xyz on him, they Dark Hole and chain Lance to the Dark Hole, book him, and he goes face down, and so he dies as well. So that's the reason why I play that, is for Lance, basically, to counteract Lance. The 3 major spell cards, Dark Hole, Reborn, Heavy Storm, they're needed in just about every deck. 2 MST, I don't really like MST, I never really have, but with people playing multiple MSTs, it's forcing other people to play MSTs because they're killing your back row destruction, or they're killing your back rows, so you have to counteract them killing your back rows by you killing their back rows. So I'm not a fan of MST. If I had Lances, I would probably play Lance over it, but I don't have Lances. 1 Smashing Ground. For Reaper, when you want a Reaper hit. Whenever they have a Gotchi, say they have a Gotchi, get rid of one of his Xyz material. That's really what that's there for. Or kill their other your opponent's Spirit Reaper. 2 Deep Prison. Really good. 3 Compulse. I'm only playing 3 Compulse because I don't have any warnings. If I had warnings, I would probably take out one of those and a card I'll tell you later for it. But yeah, 2 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force. People don't really expect this and run into it all of the time, so it's really good. They're always expecting Deep Prison, and then they'll swarm the field, and then they'll be able to kill you if you have Deep Prison, but then you flip a Mirror Force and they overextend it, and it just really helps. Trap Stun. It's basically the Cold Wave for this deck. Activate it in standby phase if you have a big play that you could do. That's really the only use for it. Solemn Judgment, self-explanatory. Call the Haunted. This would be a solemn warning if I had it, but I don't have it. Here's my Gorge token. It says Mago Negro. Spanish Dark Magician. My Xyz, these are the only ones that I have. Some of them are random, but they're the only ones I have, so I play them. Utopia, Zenmaines, Leviathan, Gemnite Pearl, Swordbreaker. Can't hardly ever bring him out unless you reborn a Caius or a Monarch and you want to use your Chaos Sorcerer with him, but other than that, there's no real point in playing him. I just played him because I have him. Maestroke and Fairy King Albervidich. I don't know how to say that. If I was playing
Albervidich.
Yeah, if I was playing gadgets, I would be playing him, but I don't have the gadget deck. Here's my side deck. Another Raikou. It's better than Snowman Eater in some cases because this is a chaos deck. You want your grave to be filled, and you can also hit back row, which really helps. Another Effect Veiler in case you're playing a deck that needs the effects to go off to work. 2 Snowman Eater. It's really good against like the rabbit deck. If they bring out Logia, it's really good. Just set him and wait for him to attack into it. Breaker against macro decks, basically. Phantom Dragon, just a really good card overall. Plus he's a light, so it really helps out. Puppet Plant for any 6 Sams. People like to play 6 Sams at locals. In case any 6 Sams are hero decks. MST, self-explanatory. 2 Catastrophe. A lot of people will set a lot of back row at my locals, but usually they have a Starlight Road. But if they don't have a Starlight Road and they're just bluffing it, this is like my 2nd and 3rd Heavy Storm. Trap Stun, just the same reason as the other one for like a big back row deck, like a stun deck. That's a true stun. This is Chaos variant, so it isn't exactly the stun. And Mind Crush, it's really good because I play 3 Compulse plus all the people that search. So yeah, that's the deck. It is 40 cards, I'm pretty sure. 15 card side deck. Like, thumbs up, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Well, that's it for my first video. Hope you guys, I'll come back. Hopefully I'll be able to get some videos at locals this week. But if not, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, later.